Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to start a new series of VPC, right? This will be my first video, and it will be the first starting video for the VPC. After that, I'm going to start step by step from beginner to the advanced level. So today we are going to cover the basic of the VPC. So what is a VPC? VPC is a private and isolated virtual network inside your cloud environment, right? Think of it as your own customizable network where you can run resources like VM instances, Kubernetes, databases, etc. services. And what VPC gives you control over this means after creating the VPC, what you can achieve over there means we can manage our IP address ranges, subnets, we can create multiple subnets over there, we can define our own firewall rules, right? We can control the routing connectivity, like we can configure VPN, interconnected, and peering and all the stuff, right? Let's move to the next slide. Okay, so when we create any account, right, in every region by default, one VPC is available over there. That is called a default VPC. But today we are going to learn how we can create our custom VPC in a region, right? So in this demo, we are going to create our custom VPC. We will create our subnets. Inside that subnet, we will launch our EC2, sorry, virtual machine. Either you can call the EC2, or the EC2 is basically for the AWS environment. So if you suppose I pronounce EC2, so don't take other ways. It is just a VM. We will discuss on this. Okay. So let's jump to the demo. Okay. So for this, I'm going to my GCP portal here, right? This is my GCP portal. You can create as I think I have already discussed with you how you are going to create your account for this testing purpose. So you can do it here. Let cancel this one. Once it is done, what we have to do first, you have to go to your um, networking section. This is the our go to Compute Engine VPC network, right? So here you will see here. This is my first project. You can also create your own project for testing environments. Let's take the one example. Suppose this is the create a new project for this demo, right? So this is my first I'm going to VPC demo project. Just give name and wait and just create it, right? And now once it is created, then you can just go to the here, right? And select your still created. Yeah, see demo project. Once it's done, right? Yeah, here you want to enable right now, you can enable it. Either you can do it later as well. This is because this API is required when you are going to launch your compute engine. Next, we have done it. Let's wait some time to time, right? Okay, so now enabling the compute engine API, right? Now we are going, we are in our demo project here, right? VPC demo project. Now here you can see there's a default VPC, right? Along with the 41 subnets and the MTU and the firewall rules. By default, these will be automatically will be configured when you are going to create I mean every region you will get it, right? So what is the purpose of this here? We are going to create our custom VPCs. How we are going to do? There's option create VPC network, right? We are going to create our VPC network here, right? Just click on that. Okay, here you have to give your VPC name, my demo c. Done. Once you done it here, after that you have to define here your subnets. Lot of different options we will discuss later, think in the next video, but here today I'm just going to create a simple plain custom VPC, right? So new subnets means give your, suppose this is my web subnets. I'm giving the web subnets, right? If you want to give the description, you can paste it here and select your region, right? West, East, one. Just you can take is subnets. When you're creating your subnets, always keep in mind, I'm talking about the future related stuff, right? If you're working some company, if you're working for the, keep in mind where your resource is going. I means where are your resources? Just take the nearest by subnets where you can launch your resource and you can utilize, because it will help to Consolidated stuff for that's it, just for the knowledge purpose, right? In the future, we will see it. Right? After that, you have to define your ranges here, like what kind of. So I'm going to define here my first IP range slash 24. Leave this rest on done. Since another subnets, suppose DB subnet. Gen slash 20. Once it's done, right? And just leave with all the option default, right? We will create the firewall rule later. Just for some time. See, it's about pausing the video. Meantime, just going to this is ready. I will. Now our VPC is ready. You can see here my demo VPC here on that, and you will see, go to the subnet. You will see DB subnet and web subnet is right. So what is next? Now we are going to launch our one compute inside the web subnet, right? So that we can create our firewall rule, right? You can create when you are creating the VPC network as well, but why I'm doing this was so that you can understand in a real environment how you are going to do this, right? So for that, what you have to go, you have to just click on this blade here and go to the compute engine. On the compute engine, compute engine section, go to the VM instances here. So we do not have any VM here. So click on the create instance, right? Give the any name here, just like my instance one, right? And choose your region. This is choose the US East one, and for the demo purpose, always keep in mind, always choose the low cost VMs, right? It will give you the monthly charges here, but always choose for the low cost. Low cost means virtual CPU and the memory should be in a low, right? Because we are using for the just a demo purpose. Okay, once it is done, you can see 1 core and 4 GB I'm using here for that. Once you can click on the OS and storage area, so it will give you the 10 size will be the 10 GB. If you want to add additional disks, can add from here. We will learn in the next video how we can add next video and all. Data protection leave as this a network interface card here. Okay. So from here you can define your firewall rule. Means allow HTTPS traffic, HTTP traffic, health things you want to know. The most important thing is here. Just after clicking on that, means you can go one by one, and if you want anything to enable, you can choose from here. And even the advanced section, you can see it here, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to do, we are going to the networking here, right? The networking section, if you are going to the network section here, right? And give me 1 second, let me put my charger. Okay, so here, if you're going to click on the create button, it will create a virtual machine on your default VPC, means default. So I don't want this. What we are going to do, just click on the edit network interface settings here. In a network, it's reflecting default. Choose your own VPC, means choose your VPC name, my demo VPC, which we have created. And I'm going to choose this web subnet here, right? So this VM is going to create on this subnets, right? After that, we are good here and just click on create. So it will take some time to launch a first virtual machine inside our custom VPC. So you can see here they have started creating on the instance one VPC here, means sorry, virtual machine inside this custom VPC. So I'm going to pause this video here. Once it will be ready, then we'll back. Okay. So now we can see our instance is ready here. Just click on the instance and you can see here our status is running, right? Instance ID and all the stuff. So what is next? Let's try to connect this instance via SSH, right? So once you will click on the SSH, right? They will ask for some authorization, but transmit SSH key to the VM, right? Let's wait. And this will give you click on the authorization because we have created our custom demo project here and we are not defining the firewall rules. So it is going to give us error here. So let's wait some second. They are going to give us error. We are unable to connect this VM. To resolve that issue, we will create our firewall rules so that we can connect via publicly via this VM, right? So let's wait. Maybe it will take some seconds to error. Error. Okay, now you can see here. Yeah, this means code is 4003 failed to connect with the backend. As saying, please ensure that you have a firewall for this public IP address to this port, right? So what we are going to do now, we are going to create a firewall rule so that we can connect. Okay, so how we can going to do this? Just click cancel here, right? Go to this instance, and here if you are going right, so we can do one thing here. We can go our VPC section here. Just go to their VPC network and click on the my demo VPC, right? So you are here. Just click on the firewalls here, firewall rules. You can see there's no firewall here. Create a firewall rule here. I'm just going to create a firewall rule. Allow SSSH, right? And go to the specific all instance, right? But for the real life or the in a company, we are not going to allow for the all network, but here for the only this VM is only for the demo purpose. So I'm going this one. Source address, I'm putting 000. It means allow all the IPs, right? In a I'm just going to select the port 22, which is for SSH, right? Once it's done, create it, right? And wait for some second. Okay, I think allow SSH is done, right? We can see here apply to all for this VM. Now let's jump to the our compute engine, right? And go to the total VM one here, right? On that, click on SSH. Wait for some seconds again, right? They are going to connect it again. Click authorize. Okay, guys, now you can see we are able to connect our VM, right? So sudo su here, right? Let's check our OS version here. We are using the Debian, and you can choose the command IP address for that. So one things at the last, we are almost done for this video. So one last thing, guy, if you want to make your career in a cloud division, means information security and the cloud infrastructure, please be ensure you should know basic of the Linux. Linux is the very important for this era along with this domain, right? So definitely I will create some video for the what is the basic use of Linux, how we can learn what is the basic command, how you can work on the Linux machines, means for the basic commands, right? And this all video will be the free of cost, nothing. So if you guys like this my video, like my videos, please subscribe my channel so that you cannot miss my upcoming. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.